Hey guys, Xeonexis here, back again with another guide. And as you may have noticed, I am here at the workshop today because we are going to be discussing about upgrades. However, this topic can be very in-depth, so I have decided to split this topic into different parts of a video. But for now, we're going to be talking about the buildings upgrades, alright? So generally, when you are going to upgrade your buildings, you want to first take priority in upgrading your admin buildings. I'm talking about your supply center and your power plant because you might want to prioritize upgrading your supply center, especially the resource planning system. At the same time, the automated storage system, because this gives you more resource production, which means the more resources you have, the more buildings you can build and the more units you can produce. At the same goes, your second priority would be your power plant, because the lesser power plants you build, the more credits or what they call this resources you can save on the battlefield. So you want to prioritize upgrading the solar battery, at the same time the wind power generator. After upgrading the power plant, you might want to prioritize next your construction yard, because again, similar to power plants, the lesser construction yards and power plants you build, the more resources you can save. 300 or 250 in the next update comes a long way, guys. So here, similar to the construction yard, you might want to prioritize upgrading the construction management system and the mechanical servo crane system. In that way, the construction management system gives you additional cell for building your stuff. At the same time, your mechanical servo crane will give you lesser construction time and building repair time. Next, you want to prioritize is at least your headquarters. Now here, I suggest getting this visual range maxed at first, since it is only 3 upgrades and it is very easy to get maxed. At the same time, players usually like to max their CP level and their deployment time. So I'm maxing this one next. So a lot of players usually prefer to have this one, alright, maxed. At the same time, after getting your admin buildings, your supply center, your barracks, your construction yards and headquarters, you might want to prioritize upgrading your bunkers, at the same time, probably air defense next, alright? So people don't like to prioritize upgrading their torpedo platforms. It's because not a lot of maps have naval in it. So here, when you're going to upgrade your bunker, you generally have two types of approaches here. So you're either the type of player who may want a bunker who is very hard to destroy, however it does decent damage or low damage, or you may want a bunker that is high damage but can easily get destroyed. Either way, the preference is yours. But for me, I personally like a bunker that is stable and strong, but even though it does decent damage, as long as it is there. Like, it serves as a mental factor to the enemy that, oh my gosh, he has a bunker, I need to destroy that ASAP. And it can be very hard because, well, there is an HP and maxed armor, alright? At the same time, next, you want to upgrade your air defense, because air defenses can be pretty useful against hawks, against bombers, against fighters, cyclones in general, or even dragonflies. You might want to get your air defense up, since this is going to be one of the most important defenses in the game, because again, you have no other than the bunker who can fire at low flying air units. You have no counter to air units. Like, you need this, you really need this, you desperately need this. So the upgrade here is similar to how you approach the bunker. You either want to approach it in like a low durability but high damage, or do you want the high durability but low damage? So personally, in this one, since I haven't upgraded it yet, I am still upgrading my bunker. I personally prefer to upgrade it on the damage first, like high damage, low durability, because I mean, most of the time, people get their hawks or vertex to one shot like air defenses, so at least might as well take one hawk or vertex down with them. So that's for me, because, well, it really generally depends on how you wanna approach your buildings, alright? Then next, of course, we have the rocket towers. So rocket towers are very important in preventing rushes, since this stops like coyote rush, armadillo rush. So a single rocket tower can be deadly, alright? So again, similar approach. You either want it to upgrade with high damage but low durability, or high durability but low damage. But either way, it's up to you. And then finally, the torpedo platforms. So here, the only exception here is you wanna upgrade the range first, because I mean, even though in the future upgrade the naval strike is going to be removed, most likely if you don't upgrade the range here, the problem here is most naval units are going to be able to outfire or outrange your naval platforms. So yeah, there's that. So generally your priority here is getting the range done, getting the damage done, getting the ammo reload done, and then getting the armor and HP done. So you generally want to ignore the anti-air first, because I mean, basically torpedo platforms are meant for anti-naval units, but they are not really against air units because you already have your air defenses for that. So either way, that's it. And once you have finished all your admin buildings and defenses, only then will you begin to upgrade your barracks or production buildings. So first, of course, upgrade your barracks. So like, put it in order. Like, you really want to upgrade those units that you will have early on before those late game buildings. So here, barracks, of course, you want to prioritize upgrading your barracks to the max, because the earlier you can pump your infantry out, the more supply containers you are able to collect. Next is you're going to be upgrading your assault vehicle factory. So you want to be maxing out this assault vehicle factory, and then you're going to be maxing out this special vehicle factory. Here, similar, your only priority here is the specialized conveyor or the production, like the production line, like just this one. You really don't need to go head on the armor and the HP unless you are required to, like for example this one on my assault vehicle factory. So that's the only time you're going to upgrade this. Then after your special vehicle factory, you might want to prioritize your avia factory. Alright, so the more units you produce, the faster you produce, the better. Alright, and then you might want to prioritize your shipyard. And probably, I don't know, it really depends. Some people like to upgrade their airfields first, while some people like to upgrade their shipyards first. So it's really up to you, because people say that airfields are available 100% of the time. Meanwhile, shipyards are only available on naval maps. So it's really up to you on which do you prefer. Like, do you want to upgrade your shipyard first to get your deltas out? Or do you really want to upgrade your airfield so you get like faster refuel time, faster repair time? So it's really up to you. And that's it for the buildings. And finally, the walls. I mean, you only upgrade this thing unless you have nothing else to upgrade, alright? Because most of the time, people don't really use this thing. It really has no use as of this time. But yeah, that's it for the upgrade. So that will be for the buildings. Next video, we'll be talking about the units. So first, we're going to be talking about the infantry, the vehicles, the air units, and then the special air units, and then the naval units. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Xeonexis over and out.